He's the owner of mercy. He sent his messengers to all his creatures.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala man ittaba Huda ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd. Kitab Tawheed, chapter number 60. The one who denies Qadar, the divine decree. So this chapter is going to talk about Allah's Qadar. If you remember, we have covered Qadar in previous chapters. And there are 4 components that you have to keep in mind in order to understand the whole issue of Qadar. What are they? The 4 elements. Number 1, the knowledge. Allah knows. Number 2, the writing. Number 3, the will. Number 4, creation. Come on, brothers. Huh? You should have memorized them. So if you want to know the issue of Qadar, you should always keep these 4 elements, components there in your mind. So the first element is the ilm, the knowledge, the ilm. So Allah knows everything. Nothing is hidden. Allah knows what we are going to do. It's not that He knows things after happening. Because some of the deviant sects, like the Qadariyah, they said, Allah does know the things before they happen. He knows them after they happen. No. Allah is Al-Alim. Allah knows what we are going to do. So nothing is hidden from the knowledge of Allah. وَسَعَ رَبِّ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ عِلْمًا. My Lord encompasses everything in His knowledge. Allah knows everything. So nothing is hidden. Because He knows everything, He commanded the pen to write everything. And the pen started writing. And the pen wrote everything. This is in Lawh al-Mahfuz, the preserved tablet. Everything is there. That so and so will sin on this day, at this time, in this place. Everything. He knows. Then the third component, and that is the will. How many types of wills are there? 2. What are they? Legal and universal. So nothing happens in Allah's kingdom without His will. The legal will is what Allah loves. And this legal will not necessarily should happen. For instance, Allah loves us to worship Him. But not all the people, they worship Him. Though He loves us to worship Him, and He created us for that, but not all the people. As a matter of fact, the majority of the people, they do not worship Allah, right? The majority of the people are going where? Jannah? To hell. The majority. Because they are not worshipping Allah. Whereas the universal will is what happens. So the irada kawniyah is the things that took place. The things that they happen according to the universal. Then we have to look to this thing that happened. If it is something good, then it happened according to the universal and the legal. Like the salah. We prayed the fajr. Something He loves. So it happened according to His legal will and the universal as well. But if something happened as a haram, crime, murder, it happened only according to the universal will. Is this clear? So, nothing happens in Allah's kingdom without His will. The 4th element of the qada and qadar, that He creates. No one creates but Allah. Do we create human beings? Does man create anything? Because what's the meaning of creation? Bringing something out of nothing. Bringing something out of nothing. Any human being can do that? You bring something out of something, not out of nothing. So the one who brings things out of nothing, only Allah. So man does not create. And when the deviant sect, the Mu'tazila, they say man creates his actions, Ahl Sunnah, they refuted them. And Imam Bukhari in his Sahih, there is one chapter called Bab Khalq Af'al al-Ibad. The title that people's actions are created. People's actions are what? Created. I don't create my own action. Remember? This is an action. This is an action. I threw the pen. Did I create it? Let us analyze this action. There are components, they constitute this action. Number one, the will. I decided to throw the pen and I threw it. Number two, the strength and the muscle. Number three, time. Number four, place. These four components, they constitute the action. Did I create the will? Did I create it? No. Did I create the strength? No. Did I create time? No. Did I create place? So who created the four? So who created my action? So man does not create anything. The one who creates only Allah. But what I did, I used the created will and the created strength to throw the pen. That's what I used. And I will be accountable before Allah if I misuse this. He has given me this and he said, don't misuse it. Don't misuse your strength. You can help people, give them a hand, but don't misuse it. Now, is this clear to you? How many components are there? What are they? I want to hear. Number one, the knowledge. Number two, the writing. Number three, the will. Number four, creation. There are four elements. People, they always complain and they use the writing as an excuse. Someone committed something haram, he said, it is written, maktub. And the people, they always use the qadr as an excuse only when they do something wrong, right? You ask him, why did you do this? He says, it is written. And only when they do something wrong, right? You never hear someone saying, Alhamdulillah, we prayed the dhuhr because it is written. You never hear that. Though it is written, right? But if he didn't pray, written, what can I do? Always we use the qadr to justify our sins. So the writing cannot be used as an excuse, because the writing does not interfere in your choice. The writing does not interfere. Allah does not force you. Allah has given you the free will. You hear the adhan, you can go to the masjid or you can go to the nightclub. It's your choice. As one of the ulama, he put it in a nice way. He said, assume that before the final exam, the headmaster came and asked one of the teachers, what do you expect the result to be? The teacher who knows his student, he said, this guy, distinction. He will get all A+ always. This he will get B's, C's, F's. So the headmaster said, I trust you. Announced the result without giving them exam. If they do this, the one whom they failed will go to the court, file a case against them, and the headmaster and the teacher will be put in jail. Right? He will win the case. But if the teacher wrote on a piece of paper, student so-and-so, A+, student so-and-so, B's, student so-and-so, C's, student so-and-so, F's, and then he gave them their exam, and the result came the same. The question is, did the writing of the teacher interfere in their success or failure? Tell me, no. So the students who failed cannot come and say, sir, I failed because you wrote in a piece of paper that I'm going to fail. Say, get lost. You failed because you didn't study. My writing has nothing to do with your failure. Now, وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلِ الْأَعْلَى. Allah's writing does not interfere in your choice. So don't use the writing as an excuse to justify your sinfulness and your wickedness. So the writing does not interfere in your choice. And that writing which is in the preserved tablet will not be used against you. There's another writing. You see, there are 3 writings at least. One, Lawh al-Mahfuz. The second, when you were a child in your mother's womb after 120 days, the angels will be commanded to write. The third type of writing, the 2 angels they write, and that is after you commit the sin. And all the writings will be the same. Which writing will be used against you? The final one. The one that has the time stamp. At this time, on this date, you committed this sin. Read. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. That the people on the day of resurrection say, مَا لِهَذَا الْكِتَابِ. What an amazing book. لَا يُغَادِرُ صَغِيرًا وَلَا كِبِيرًا. Neither a major or minor sins, except that it is recorded, jotted. Nothing is missing. You will find things that you yourself forgot, but they are there. On this particular date, you did this. Because Allah is just, and Allah knows our nature, that we try to find any excuse. Then that's why this record will be given to you. Read. Look, have a look. Is there anything that you didn't do? The Prophet ﷺ said, مَنْ نُوقِشَ الْحِسَابِ عُذِّبْ. If Allah wanted to put you through scrutiny on that day, you will be ruined. But Allah, out of His mercy on that day, He will say, let him pass, let him pass, let him pass. Don't, to the angels, don't scrutinize everything, huh? Don't scrutinize. But if they scrutinize everything, you will be ruined. You will be ruined. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so kind, so merciful. That's why, my dear brothers and sisters, you have to love Allah. Love Him from your heart, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He does all these things for you. He's not in need of you. You are in need of Him, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, my dear brothers and sisters, when you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you develop this love, that's where you enjoy standing before Him in the salah. That's when you enjoy obeying Him, because that gives you this peace and harmony and happiness.
Keep them His messengers.
Start there.
Keep them His messengers.
Let us start the chapter. The one who denies qadr. Muslim, rahimahullah, reported that Ibn Umar said, والذي نفس ابن عمر بيده لو كان لأحدهم مثل أحد ذهبا ثم أنفقه في سبيل الله ما قبله الله منه حتى يؤمن بالقدر. ثم استدل بقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الإيمان أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر وتؤمن بالقدر خيره وشره. Ibn Umar said, by him, that's Allah, in whose hand is the soul of Ibn Umar, if anyone possessed gold amount to Uhud mountain and spent it all in the cause of Allah, Allah would not accept it unless he believes in the qadr, the divine decree. Then he cited, and as evidence, the words of the Prophet ﷺ, Iman, the belief, is to believe in Allah, His angels, His revealed books, His messengers, the day of resurrection, and Al-Qadr. And Al-Qadr, the good and the bad of it. These are the pillars of Iman. So Ibn Umar is saying, you cannot enter the Jannah, even if you spend fi sabilillah gold, an amount of gold equal to the amount, the size of Uhud in Medina. Allah will not accept it until you believe in the qadar. You have to believe in the qadar, whether it's good or bad, from your own perception. Remember, what Allah decrees is always good, always good. But it is the way we perceive it, the way we view it, the way we see it, right? So you have to believe in everything. You believe in Allah, that Allah exists. You believe in His names. You believe in His attributes. You believe that He is the true God that deserves to be worshipped. You believe in Allah. You believe in the angels, that they are created from light. They cannot disobey Allah. They have different tasks, different missions. There are so many, we don't know them all. Only Allah knows the number of the angels. Some Allah told us about them, about also their missions and their jobs. Like Jibreel alayhi salam is the ambassador who brings down the revelation. Mikael, responsible and charge of the rain. Malik, the gatekeeper of the hellfire. Ridwan, the gatekeeper of the Jannah. Munkar and Nakir, those who will be with us, those who will come to us in the grave. Some we've been told. Israfil, the one who's going to blow in the horn on the day of resurrection. So we have to believe in the angels. And the angels, subhanallah, their angelic form and shape is something you cannot digest and comprehend. You know the Prophet ﷺ, he saw Jibreel twice in his angelic form, shape. One, Jibreel came. Jibreel has 600 wings. 600 wings. And Jibreel, he spread one wing only, one. You know what happened? The whole horizon was covered. The whole horizon was covered. One wing only. When Allah sent Jibreel to destroy the city of Sodom, the people of Lut. That's why that shameful dad is called sodomy. Called what? Sodomy, and the person is called sodomite. You know that. So what Jibreel did, he just, one tip of the wing, he uprooted the whole city. And he flew and carried it and then turned it upside down. And excavations revealed, they found around the Dead Sea, because that's where the city is, they found the houses are inverted. The houses are inverted. So you have to believe in Allah, His angels, the Malaika, the revealed books. We believe in the revealed books, the Torah, the Injil, the Zabur, the Psalms, the scrolls, the Suhuf that were given to Musa alayhi salam, and the Quran. We believed in them, but we don't accept everything today in them because they have been modified and changed. But still, because we have the criterion, the Quran, we can still check and find out that there are fragments of the truth there, because they are in line with the Quran. Because we have the controller, which is the Quran, the criterion. And you believe in the messengers, all of them. The angels, my dear brothers and sisters, imagine Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said every day 70,000 of the angels will go around Al-Bayt Al-Ma'mur. You know Al-Bayt Al-Ma'mur? There is Kaaba in heaven. Kaaba like the one we have in Mecca. On top of it, in the first heaven, Al-Bayt Al-Ma'mur. Every day 70,000 angels will go perform tawaf and they will not come back. They will not come back. Another new will come. Imagine, can you calculate? On the day of resurrection, the Prophet ﷺ said, the hellfire, يؤتى بجهنم لها 70,000 زمام بكل زمام 70,000 ملك. Allahu Akbar. He said, on the day of resurrection, the hellfire will be dragged. And it has 70,000 handholds. And each handhold will be held by 70,000 angels. Multiply. 70,000 into 70,000. This is the number of the angels that are what? Dragging and pulling the hellfire. So only Allah knows their number. And you believe in the book and the last day. Why it is called the last day? Because there is no day after it. There is no day after it. That's why it's the last day. Yawm al-Akhir. And you believe in the qadr, whether it is good or bad. It is reported by Ubadah ibn Samit. The previous hadith is Sahih Muslim. It is reported by Ubadah بن الصامت رضي الله عنه أنه قال لابنه يا بني إنك لن تجد طعم الإيمان حتى تعلم أن ما أصابك لم يكن ليخطئك وما أخطأك لم يكن ليصيبك. سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول إن أول ما خلق الله القلم فقال له اكتب، فقال ربي ماذا اكتب؟ قال اكتب مقادير كل شيء حتى تقوم الساعة. يا بني سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول من مات على غير هذا فليس مني. The degree of the hadith, it is Hassan and it is in Sunan Abu Dawud. He said to his son Ubadah, Sayyidina Ubadah radiallahu anhu ibn Samit said to his son, "O son, you will never get the taste of Iman until and unless you realize that what has afflicted you was not to miss you, and what has missed you was not to afflict you." I heard Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, the first thing Allah created was the pen. He ordered it to write. It said, "My Lord, what shall I write?" He said, "Write down the destinies of all things until the establishment of the hour." "O my son, I hear Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, who dies believing something other than this does not belong to me." So here, this hadith talks about the belief in the qada and qadar. So he is telling his son, "Oh son, you will never get the taste of Iman until and unless you realize that what has afflicted you was not to miss you." What happened to me? I meant to get it. It was not going to miss me. And what missed you, it was not meant to be for you. For example, your colleague was promoted. That promotion is not for you. So there is no need to get upset and angry and say, "He got that, I'm supposed to have it." No, you are not. If it is yours, no one could have stopped it. So this actually gives you this peace of mind. You will not be envying anyone because you know your risk, no one can stop it. No one. It will come, it will come. What you should only worry about, that you do your job as efficient and professional as you can. And the rest is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.